let us answer the question, what is climate change? While climate change is a word that is discussed a lot, it is important to understand what it actually is. Climate, by the dictionary definition, means the average weather in an area over a long period of time, like years or even decades. In the last few years, thanks to the pollution, which we will also discuss in the next few episodes, the climate has been changing. Mainly, there has been a sharp increase in the global temperature, which is called global warming. Industrialization has caused a steep increase in the burning of fossil fuels, which adds to the increasing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This, along with massive deforestation and other such industrial practices, adds on to these greenhouse gases. These gases absorb some of the heat from the sun and increase the temperature of the planet, a phenomenon called as the greenhouse effect. And that is the basic definition of climate change. Carbon dioxide, one of the greenhouse gases, has increased by more than a half, and the levels currently haven't seen in the past 2 million years, and the damage increases day by day. So, in the next episode, let us discuss what climate change actually does to the planet. Stay tuned. Let us answer the question, what does climate change do to our planet? So in the previous episode, we discussed what climate change is, and it isn't just a single cause phenomena. There are a lot of causes for climate change, which we will discuss in the upcoming episode. So today, let us learn what climate change actually does to our planet. So from 1901 to 2020, the rise in temperature has only been by about 1.01 degrees Celsius. And you might say 1 degree Celsius is not a lot, but just that much change has been enough to bring extreme deleterious effect all across the planet. Things like rise in sea level due to melting glaciers and extreme weather changes and natural disasters such as droughts and floods. The melting glaciers and rise in sea level has caused immense damage to biodiversity around the globe, and the natural disasters not only affect them but us humans directly and many other human-related sectors such as agriculture, disease patterns, drinking water, and many other such things. In fact, many ecosystems such as the Arctic and the coral reefs are in endangerment because of climate change. Sad, isn't it? That's why we have to learn more and act faster so we can do something about the planet and save it on time. Let us answer the question, what is pollution and what are its types? The word pollute itself means making something dirty or impure, coming from the Latin word pollute, which means defiled or soiled. So in environmental terms, the word pollution would mean making the environment unsafe or unnatural by addition of unnatural or man-made factors such as inorganic materials or toxic chemicals into the environment. The basic way by which pollution is categorized is by the part of the environment it is affecting. So, water pollution, air pollution, and land pollution. There are other ways by which environment can be categorized as well, but we'll discuss it in the upcoming episodes. Most milestones of industrialization bring with it some pollutants to harm the environment, such as cars and their fumes, factories and their refuse and waste dumped into the ocean, landfills that are overflowing with waste, cutting down trees to make space for more houses and factories, and so on and so forth. But that doesn't mean progress always equals pollution. There is a balance we must establish where whatever we take from the nature, we also replenish it back, which is called circular economy that we'll discuss in the upcoming episodes. And this sustainability can be the antidote of pollution. So, stay tuned to learn more about pollution and other terminologies related to the environment. Let us talk about the other ways that pollution can be categorized. So in the previous episode, we learned all about pollution and the ways that it can be categorized by the part of the environment it affects, such as air, water, or land. But there are other ways that pollution can be categorized as well, which is by the pollutant. So if pollution is caused by a certain agent, that type of pollution can be named after that as well. For example, light pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, radioactive pollution, and the talk of the town, which is plastic pollution. All of these different types of pollution are usually as a side effect of extreme development and urbanization without the lack of care for nature and long-term consequences. If you live in a city, have you ever noticed that you could never see the stars? That's because of light pollution. Or in early mornings, you cannot even hear the chirp of the birds or the rustle of the leaves because of the constant honking and announcement. That is noise pollution. And as Plastic Free July is right around the corner, From next week onwards, we'll learn more about plastic and its impact on us and the environment and a lot more about it. So please stay tuned. Are there any other questions you have about plastic, pollution or any other environment terms? Please let us know in the comments below. So stay tuned and we'll see you next week. Bye!